So yesterday I went out, I made a mock scrape down in the river bottoms where I hunt, one of the areas I hunt. I was going to do this video down there, but the area is a kind of bedding area and I don't like to make a lot of intrusion into the areas I hunt, whether it's summertime or during season. If I can avoid making any kind of commotion or intrusion, that's what I do. So some people disagree, some people agree. But I say it can't really hurt a whole lot to just not make intrusion into the areas I hunt. But I wanted to go over the mock scrapes and how I do my vine mock scrapes. So I take a lot of my ideas from Jeff Sturgis as far as the vine idea, but I do things just a little bit differently. So, for example, I take vines anywhere from 3 to 5 feet, depending on how high or low off the ground it is and the branch that I'm attaching it to. Usually try to get a nice fresh vine. As you can see, there's still stuff coming out of this one. And if you can see it, I'm not sure if you can or not, but I drill a hole right here. And what I do with that is I drill the hole, I run a zip tie through the hole. And I'll take the zip tie up and I'll make basically a big loop right through the limb. Got a zip tie over there, but you'll get the point. Zip tie through the hole, big enough to where I could tie a piece of paracord to the zip tie. So what that does is I'll take the paracord, wrap it around the tree limb, back down to the zip tie, and it basically just dangles it down to where this can swing freely. Deer can rub on it, do whatever they need to do, leave their scent. And they like it to move. I've learned a lot as far as from Jeff Sturgis Whitetail Habitat Solutions. The deer really like something that moves. They don't like something rock solid when they're leaving a mock scrape. And with that, what I do differently, like I said, I think he ties his on generally. I like to put this through just to give a more solid grip. So when it's there, there's something straight through the middle and it's holding it. You don't want to put it too high, because as this starts to rot, it could rip up through. You don't want it too low to where you're going to have it, you know, way down here to where it's still one of these. So I put it right about there, right in this area, and that gives it a nice little spot to where when there's a loop, it can hook on and swing. Basically, zip tie, paracord around a limb, and it hangs and swings. In the summertime, I don't get into digging up the dirt a whole lot underneath my mock scrapes. What I generally do is I'll clear the weeds out and make it visible that there is a scrape there, but I don't make it look like something's been pawing and tearing it up. More just clear the weeds out and give them a spot to where they can work underneath it. And the reason I do that is because this time of year deer aren't pawing the ground like they are during the rut or pre-rut. Deer are still using scrapes, of course, but they're not going crazy and ripping up the soil. So I don't want to do anything that is unnatural, and that is not what a deer does. So it kind of goes back to the intrusion thing. I don't like to intrude and disrupt the habitat, and I also don't want to throw anything in the habitat that is going to be different. Granted, there's a zip tie and paracord, but it's all the way up here, right? So deer shouldn't notice that.